Title: The Thing in My Backyard. It started 3 nights ago. I live in a small house at the edge of town. Behind my house there's a large backyard, and beyond that, nothing but trees. No neighbors, no streetlights, just darkness. Usually I like the quiet, but lately, something feels wrong. The first night, I woke up around 2:30 a.m. I didn't know why at first. The house was silent. My phone screen lit up the room as I checked the time. 2:31 a.m. That's when I heard it. A faint metallic sound coming from outside. Clink. Like someone tapping on the fence. I sat up in bed listening. Nothing. I told myself it was probably the wind. Maybe a loose piece of metal on the fence. Still, something about it bothered me. I got out of bed and walked to the window overlooking my backyard. The moonlight barely lit the grass. Everything looked normal, until I noticed the back gate. It was open. Now that didn't make sense. I always lock the gate before going to bed. I stared at it for a moment, feeling a strange uneasiness crawling up my spine. But eventually, I convinced myself I must have forgotten to close it earlier. So I went back to sleep. The next morning, the gate was closed, locked, exactly how I always leave it. I thought maybe I imagined it. But the second night, things got worse. Again, I woke up around the same time, 2:33 a.m. This time I heard footsteps, slow footsteps, coming from the backyard. Crunch, crunch, like someone walking across the gravel path behind my house. My heart started racing. No one should be back there. I slowly got out of bed and looked through the window again. At first, I saw nothing. Then, something moved. Near the far end of the yard, by the trees, a tall figure stood completely still in the darkness. Too tall, at least 7 feet. Its arms hung awkwardly low, almost reaching its knees. I froze. The figure wasn't moving. It was just standing there, facing my house. I couldn't see its face, but somehow I knew it was looking directly at my window. I stepped back slowly, my heart pounding in my chest. After a few seconds, I forced myself to look again. The figure was gone. I barely slept that night. The next day, I checked the backyard carefully. No footprints, no broken fence, nothing. But near the trees, I found something strange. The dirt looked disturbed, like something had been digging. A long, narrow hole in the ground, about 6 feet deep. I told myself it was probably an animal, but deep down, I knew it wasn't. Then came the third night, tonight. I didn't even try to sleep. I stayed in my room watching the backyard through the window. 2:28 a.m. Nothing. 2:31 a.m. Still nothing. Then, at exactly 2:33 a.m., the motion light in my backyard suddenly turned on, and I saw it again. Standing in the middle of my yard, the same tall figure. But this time, it was closer, much closer. Its body looked wrong, twisted. Its head slowly tilted to one side, like it was studying my house. Then it started walking. Not toward the gate, not toward the trees, toward my back door. Its movements were slow and unnatural, like it was learning how to walk. Step, pause, step, pause. I couldn't move. I just stood there watching. Then suddenly, it stopped, right in front of my back door. The porch light flickered. For a moment, everything went completely dark. When the lights came back on, the figure was gone. I thought it had left. I actually felt relief for a second. Then I heard something behind me. A slow, creaking sound, coming from inside my house. I turned around slowly. And that's when I realized something that made my blood run cold. My bedroom door, which I always lock before going to bed, was slowly opening, and something on the other side was breathing.